watching Ask Profit here at NDTV Profit. I'm Mahima Vachharjani and with me is Soumit Sarkar. But before we move on to the queries that you have for us on the show today, let's take a quick look as to how the markets are doing. Certainly cheering the last few days of 2025. The Nifty 50 is up almost 0.6% as we speak, well above the 26,100 levels. The Bank Nifty also, doing fairly well, up by about 0.4. On this side of the show, of course, now we're joined by Ajit Mishra, who is the Senior VP of Research at Religare Broking, joining us now. Ajit, hi. A very good morning to you and season greeting to you. I'll take up the next question, which is on Carborundum Universal. SP Khandelwal from Jaipur is writing this question. He's holding 100-odd shares at the levels of 1550. Wants to know the outlook for the next 6 months on the chart. Ajit, your view?
Yeah, good morning, Mahima. So, festive greetings to you, the entire team, and all the viewers. So, Carborundum Universal, we are seeing gradual drift since it's been almost 4 months now after making a new record high. In fact, it's been almost 1.5 years rather. And price-wise, we are seeing decent corrections from the record highs. Currently, it's hovering in a very tight band for almost 3-4 months. Indications are in the favor of further consolidation because of late there were multiple attempts to reclaim the long-term averages on the weekly chart, but couldn't sustain. So as of now, he can continue to hold his position. 800 is where we are seeing strong base formation with upside hurdle at 950. So if the view is short term, let's say 3 to 6 months, if consolidation might extend further, so he can consider switching to the counters which are participating in the market trend, like in the private banking names, auto, metal counters is something that he can focus on.
And with that, let's start our first rapid fire segment. And Ajit and Saurabh would request you to keep your answers short for this rapid fire segment. Starting off with Mohit from Ludhiana. He has 350 shares of Fortis Healthcare, bought at a price of 2. Pushpa from Mumbai has 10 shares of Deepak Nitrite, bought at a price of 1,975. Short-term view, Ajit?
Book profit on rebound around 1,800.
Okay, Hindalco is the next one. Rajesh has bought it at the levels of 462, 550 shares is what he has. Short-term view on this on the chart, Ajit?
Hold with the trailing stop loss at 855.
Abhishek from Kolkata holds shares of Ganesha Ecosphere.
Okay, Deepak Fertilizer is the next one. Sabo from Kerala wants a 3-month view on this one. Ajit, your view on the chart?
Rebound likely maintains the stop at 1120.
Shashwat holds 37 shares. Jigesh from Kerala holds 120 shares of IRDA, and should he continue to hold this counter, Ajit?
If the view is short-term, better exit.
Okay, Godrej Properties is the next one. Shantana Murthy wants to know if he can continue to hold this from a short-term perspective or not. Your view on the chart, Ajit?
Yeah, rebound likely maintain stop at 2,000, around 2,200 review.
All right, okay. With that, we end the first rapid-fire round for Ask Profit. But viewers, we'll slip into a very short break, but we'll be right back answering your questions. On Hindustan Zinc. This is from Lakshya. He's been holding 598 shares at the levels of 468. Wants to know if he can continue to hold or sell them at the current market price. He's sitting on profits of around 83,000 rupees. Ajit, your view on the chart? Further upside is what you're seeing, or should he book his profits?
So, Mahima, as we all know, the kind of euphoric move that we are seeing in silver, so that is closely reflecting in zinc as well. And with every passing day, we are seeing that stock is inching towards newer highs. As long as the momentum is intact, I don't think one should rush to book profit. But yes, at the same time, keep on trailing your stop losses on rise. So now 600, today's low can be considered as the stop loss. And gradually towards, let's say, 640, 45 is the area where last time we saw distribution. So around that area, he can consider booking his profits.
The next query is coming in from Suresh from Trivandrum.
EPAC Durable. Sandeep from Hyderabad is writing in. He's got at the levels of 270 and wants to know if what should be the target for the next 1 odd year. Ajit, on the charts, what's it indicating?
So, Mahima, after this sharp correction from the record highs from 660 to 40, we are seeing noticeable buying interest, but it's extremely volatile also. So, as of now, it's still, maintaining up the short-term averages, but the kind of volatility the stock has been experiencing, one should definitely stick with the strict stop losses because 245, 250, the recent swing lows, that will be the critical area to watch out for. In case if it fails to hold, then probably we may see next leg of the decline also. On the higher side, 335, 340, the long-term averages is something which might act as a strong hurdle. So as of now, he can continue to hold with the 250 as a closing stop loss, with the 3 months, 6 month kind of a time horizon. Above 340, he can review his positions.
Okay, all right. So that's with regards to where EPAC durable stands. But as we've promised, Mamta Khandelwal wants to know if this is the right time to make an entry into this counter for a long position. Ajit, would you recommend that?
The kind of underperformance that we are seeing in most of these railway-related counters, if the view is short-term, I would definitely recommend her to avoid this because we have better counters to trade and invest in. But like a tactical play means for a rebound cost today, in fact, in the last couple of sessions, we are seeing a bit of attraction in some of these names. But largely we have multiple resistance to look out for. So I feel that's better to avoid even for a very short term. Stock like Bharti Airtel, which we were discussing, which is showing strong traction. Then we have private banking names, Auto. This is something that she should be focusing on.
Queries from Vishwas from Bangalore, and he wants to know. He is coming in from Jigesh from Kerala, and he wants to know the short-term target on Wipro. Ajit.
We are seeing traction across the IT pack, and Wipro have also started pitching in. We have surpassed the immediate resistance around 270. So near term, it can gradually inch toward, let's say, 285 to 90 levels also. So you should continue to trail his stop loss on every rise. So let's say at current levels, 268 is something that you should maintain as a stop, and around 285 he can trail his stop loss to 275 and continue to hold his position.
Got a next caller. Manish is calling us from Kolkata. Manish, hi, a very good morning to you. How can we help you today?
Good morning, ma'am. Actually, I bought RR cables, price 1444 rupees.
Okay.
And currently I'm profitable, but I'm looking for I will partially book the profit, or I'll hold for some days.
Okay.
Means it's for trading purpose.
Trading purpose. Okay, Manish, got your question. I'll take this up with Ajit. Then Ajit, your view on the charts for RR cables?
So it looks strong, Mahima. In fact, we have seen a fresh breakout with volumes. Everything looks conducive for this, recovery or rebound to extend further. 1600, it could be a might breather around that area. But as of now, with 1500 as a stop, we can continue to stay put. Above 1600 mark, we can gradually inch towards the record highs also. So he can continue to hold his position with 1500 as a stop loss.
From Bangalore holds around 8 shares of Dixon Tech, bought at a price of 1,000.
Dixon Tech stands. The next one is from Upendra, who's writing us from Dubai and wants to know from a 1 to 2 year perspective, which counter should he make an entry into, whether REC or Power Grid? Ajit, where are the charts looking more attractive right now?
I would prefer REC, Mahima, because both these counters are into the power segment. But the way we have seen, they've already spent REC PSC almost 1-2 years of consolidation, and the downside seems capped. So at least from the long-term perspective, REC looks better placed.
Next query is from Narasimha Reddy from Hyderabad. He's holding few shares.
Life is the view that Saurabh has fundamentally. The next one is from Kesav Rao, who's writing us from Andhra Pradesh, asking about Tata Technologies. He's got 134 odd shares at the levels of 1103. Wants to know whether what should be the next course of action for him. He's not mentioned whether this is from a short-term perspective or a long-term perspective. But Ajit, on the chart, what would you recommend right now?
Stuck basically because 1100 and now the stock is quoting at 665. Though we see a recovery attempt bounce every now and then, but it fails to hold above the short-term averages also. So this indicates this underperformance to continue. So the better approach is to take the loss and switch to Persistent or Coforge, or engage in the IT major basket HCL Tech.
The caller query coming in from Hyderabad. Aditi, you can go ahead and ask your query.
Yeah, my query is on Geo Finance. I'm holding about 3,000 shares and I bought it at a price of 312. So I just wanted to get a view. My outlook was a short-term one.
Ajit, your short-term view on Geo Finance.
So Sumit, we are seeing now a rebound from the previous swing lows close to 290 area, and currently we are hovering around the long-term averages. A decisive break above 305 might trigger the next leg of the up move. So she can continue to hold with 290 as a stop loss, but for any fresh momentum, decisive break above 305 is required.
Okay, all right. So that's with regards to where Geofinance stands. But, as we were discussing with regards to where India-New Zealand free trade agreement stands, India Bank regards to where RFC stands. All right. So it's time for our second rapid fire segment. And Saurabh and Ajit, you both know the drill. Try to keep your answers as short as possible. The first question is from Madhu Babu, writing us from Hyderabad, asking about Suzlon Energy. For the 6 months, can you continue to hold? Ajit, on the charts?
Yeah, hold with stop at 45.
Vikas from Pune holds 700.
Okay, JK Cements is the next one. This is from Murli, who's writing us from Bengaluru. Wants to know if we can continue to hold the counter or not. Ajit, on the charts?
Hold with 5100 as a stop.
Murli from Bangalore holds 50 shares of JK Cements. Ahmed from Delhi wants to buy Hindustan Copper at the current level. Ajit, should he enter?
Wait for some consolidation.
Okay, Servotech Renewable is the next one. Sainath from Hyderabad wants to know whether he can hold or sell. Ajit, on the charts?
It looks weak to us. Avoid.
Vasan from Chennai wants to know whether should he buy.
Okay, Union Bank is the next one. Venkatesh is holding 145 shares at the levels of 48. Should he hold for the next 1 year? Ajit, on the charts?
Certainly.
Anurag from Noida has.
Okay, Ujjivan Small Finance Bank is the next one for the next 1 to 3 months. Should this be a good hold? Neha from Bengaluru wants to know. Ajit, on the charts?
Yeah, hold with stop at 50. Upside potential 65.
The next query is on Renuka.
Okay, Grishma has invested in IDFC First Bank. Wants to know the target for the next 1 year. Ajit, on the charts?
Looks positive. 100, 110.
The next query is from Narendra Bethaji from Bangalore.
Okay, BSE is the next one. Kurshid from Delhi wants to know if this is the right time to make an entry and invest 1 lakh rupees. Ajit, your view?
2550 should be the stop.
Senthil from Chennai holds 2,500 shares of L&T Finance at a price of 300. Ajit, your short-term view?
Book profits.
Okay, HBL Engineering is the next one. Naresh from Hyderabad wants to know if it can hold or average at the current levels. Ajit, your view?
Hold with stop at 800.
Venkat from Hyderabad holds 5,000 shares of.
Protein Egov is the next one. Pratap from Andhra Pradesh wants to know if we can continue to hold or not. Ajit, your view on the chart?
Use rebound to exit.
Okay, all right. So that's the view with regards to where Protein Egov stands. And in fact, we've managed to answer 64 questions despite of the cut-ins and the links, etc. that we had on the show for today. But Ajit, Saurabh, thank you so much for taking out the time and, of course, helping us answer those queries. With that, viewers, we're completely out of time in this edition of Fast Profit. Do stay tuned. KYC on the other side.